And despite the nice weekend, the signs left by Debby can still be seen. Some families in Chester County are just getting back to their homes after flooding there. As CBS News Philadelphia reporter Ray Strickland explains, it will still be some time before they fully recover.
Some residents in Chester County are trying to get their lives back to normal after flooding hit the ground floors of the Avondale Apartments.
It's a sad situation.
Don Clark lives on the second floor and her apartment wasn't affected, but she's speaking up for her neighbors who she says are mostly Spanish-speaking people with limited resources.
I do. I feel sorry for them because, with, rent in this area is so high, they're losing their stuff. But, with rent being so high, they have nowhere else to go.
Her neighbors on the first floor were forced to evacuate Thursday night after water from a nearby creek poured into their apartments. A resident shared these photos showing the floodwaters that ultimately displaced dozens of residents. Many of them were back at their homes to assess the damage and clean up what they could.
When I got out to check, the water was up to my waistline. It rose that quick and it wasn't going down.
Residents say this was the second time in 4 years their apartments were flooded. This video shows crews rescuing families from high water in August 2020. Clark is now calling on Avondale officials to address what she calls an ongoing problem.
The township needs to do something with this creek.
And while Clark is hopeful something will get done, she says she's happy none of her neighbors were injured. In Avondale, Ray Strickland, CBS News, Philadelphia.
The impact of that storm was felt all across the state. Up in north central Pennsylvania, remnants of Debby caused severe flooding in Tioga County. Some homes and vehicles were swept away. The Board of Commissioners had issued an emergency declaration, and the National Guard is helping to rescue people who are trapped in their homes. PennDOT has closed several major roads. And just over the state line in Steuben County, New York, flash flooding caused destruction in the town of Woodhull. Remnants of Debby turned the Tuscarora Creek into a river. There were no injuries or deaths reported in Steuben or Tioga counties. Operations at Philadelphia International Airport are still feeling the effects of Debby. This is video from earlier this afternoon. Busy check-in lines after so many of yesterday's flights were delayed or canceled. More than 100 flights were also delayed today.